and stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote of the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go! 22-yard line. 180! 54 Mike. Check right. Hey, 33.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Mayfield now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. No. Off. Check three. Shoot. He's coming. We're going to 54. He's coming. Double up.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
SOS. Check 24. Showing up. Check the backer. Kill. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 26.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
He's checking. Crash. You got tape.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
I got you.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. They run. Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. It's just me.
To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Mayfield now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Exit, exit.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
20. 54. Hey, get in the way.
Again, this is Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Handoff comes to Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Under 10. Under 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check 15. Check 15.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Let's go, baby.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott down. That one complete. Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Calling a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 99. Check 99. Here we go, 47. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I got you. I got you. Mike.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Chubb on the counter. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A 22-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Alert, 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 alert.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.